All right, live. Continue.
Yeah, so the thing that's so crazy about the situation is, Nancy Pelosi, she's waffling on the impeachment thing. And that's why, let me ask you all a question. If I was to say Democrats are cowards, would you agree or would you not agree? And you got to agree like 100%, but like, would it be 60-40? Whatever one is like in the majority, say that shit. Would you agree or not agree? Democrats are cowards.
It's like 60-40. So it's around their cowards. You know,
Kidnapped again. Um,
Yeah, man, damn. Like, what's the hostage? I'll start to go fund me right now. You know what I mean? My nigga. Yo! Hey! No, man.
the
See how
the
Trump work. You feel me?
but
This
as
nigga's
far as
talking that real
Nancy,
life shit, and it,
hold on. As far as Nancy not impeaching, do you think? How do I want to word it? A failed impeachment would be better than just not impeaching at all?
I do
Because it seems like because it
wholeheartedly.
seems like because it seems like her position is a failed impeachment will cost the Dems too many seats.
I mean, and I feel that, but I feel like she's savvy, and she's one of them chicks. She's all about timing. Like if you the type to get married to her, like planning for the wedding is a headache. Cause it may be April, maybe July. You know what I mean? Like everything. You know what I mean? Everything's arranged, so everything has to be negotiated. And it's like that's what Nancy Pelosi is. So they're not like the type to make big decisions quickly. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. You feel me? Some chicks like
Right.
it's impulsive. Some chicks it's like, yo, I gotta let me factor this shit through a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me see the variables. Let me run a couple of models. You know what I mean? And
Right.
you got to know your personnel. You did. But I actually like. I'm one of the people that low key I applaud Nancy for what she's doing because this is a big moment. This is one of them like shits like I don't know like how old everybody is, but I just remember when I used to like read and history and goddamn all that shit. Like I'm like this is a moment in history. Like her name is gonna be like you remember we used to read about like the fucking colonizers and all that shit back in the day. You read that shit. It's in the books. You gotta learn that shit. You gotta read it. Do a book report. You feel me? The past. They feeding you that bullshit. Nancy Pelosi understands. I'm gonna be part of this bullshit, but I want to be on the right side. And it ain't time for impeachment yet. Truth be told, we still got until like September. Let the goddamn legal situations work out regarding the tax returns and all other things that's out there with the subpoenas and whatnot. But in the meantime, make every hearing you can do public. Like next Wednesday, I'm gonna call this shit early. And I've been talking a lot, so I'll shut the fuck up. But like, Trump's gonna go on a fucking tweet storm next Wednesday. I'm calling it early. Y'all got it.
Tweet storm to distract us or what?
Hope Hicks testifies closed door next Wednesday. You know what I mean? That nigga's gonna lose his mind. You feel me?
yeah, it's a distraction, man.
I I I I don't see the impeachment panning out, so I'm kind of 50-50 on the whole thing.
All
I know
right, so
some people
let
are
me
caught
make
up in it.
let me make it an analogy. Like you in a relationship right now, I ain't trying to get in your business, but I'm just trying to paint a picture. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Yep.
All right, so let's assume you're in a relationship. All right,
Hmm.
here's what this shit fucking is, and it's fucking crazy when you just paint it out there like it. You cheating on your chick with a Russian chick that says she's gonna do all kind of shit for you, and she does all that shit for you. You feel me? Like I want you niggas to walk with me because it's an analogy, but like at the end of the day, there's no niggas not gonna be like, yo, you shouldn't have fucked with the Russian. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Analogy is a little too real. Analogy is a little too real.
Yeah, but that's what you got to do because these people ain't getting it. They're like, you should read the Mueller
Yeah.
report. No,
Oh man,
if you talk to people in analogy, like at
I'm
water
almost
coolers,
had to
all I
hang
do
up
is
with
talk
that
in
one.
analogies.
Yeah.
And then people be like, oh, when you put
I
it
get
like that,
it.
I get it. Like, yeah. My dad used to say, tell it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. So like
Right.
I've always been a fan of being able to break down something complex, and I think it's a big deal to a group of people who don't think it's a big deal to some because they like city girls, you know what I mean? Like respectfully. So it's like you gotta be able to ease it in and just drop that nugget. And it'd be so cool to watch that shit like that seed just grow out because it's like, damn, y'all were just talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now y'all talking about some real shit. Okay, let me see how long it lasts. But welcome to
Now,
Trump's America.
how do you guys feel about foreign involvement in our election process through propaganda and the internet? Uh, do you feel we need to have a blackout or some sort of regulation over the internet during election time, or is it just kind of like that's the new norm? There's nothing we can do about it. That the internet isn't going anywhere. There's no way to shield people from those influences.
For me, that's the new norm, man.
I think it has to be more like
You got kidnapped again.
I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, it is a new norm, but you know what's crazy? The new norm, even in of itself, like I'm becoming more desensitized to like more things that I know a younger self would have been like, damn, like it's kind of fucked up. That shit's like that way now. You feel me? Like the Flint shit, they dismissed all the criminal charges.
Right.
Nigga, that was water, bruh. You feel me? So
Hmm.
it's like shit like that, like it always kind of resonates with you and allows you to tap into like the thing about this world and this life now, it pulls you in, but it takes out more substance than it allows you to get unless you fucking got the right mindset to get it. You know what I mean? So it's like you taking so much and people is taking that and they not giving a fuck. They just willingly when I was, I don't know if y'all how heavy y'all is on the collie, but when I saw like within days of each other, one chick pistol whipping another chick on camera, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, clink, clink, she arrested, you know what I'm saying? I suppose, I hope so. Then another one kidnapping the motherfucker, putting that bitch on goddamn either Facebook Live or IG Live, either way. It's like, yo,
It's the
like
mind.
we want clout so much, we losing substance, bruh. And let the rest of the world be consumed in that. But we, and I mean the initiated, we need to be able to be like, yo, yeah, we can use that, but we gotta be able to recognize that and not be sucked into that. Cause that shit's a black hole like a motherfucker. I done seen righteous niggas lose themselves to the life. You feel me?
Right.
But now the life is on some fakes, followers and retweets, and it's like, nigga, whatever happened to nigga giving you a real mean dap and looking you in the eye and say, I appreciate that. Niggas lost that. You feel me? And the light can't replace that. You know what I mean? That's real.
No, that's real talk. So
We live in a
almost
world of
everyone,
alternative facts. You got it, big brother.
yeah, almost everyone that I've asked has said it's the new norm, and they're kind of jaded to the whole interference in the election, propaganda. It seems like the outrage is really fake. It seems like it's fake outrage.
I mean, to a certain degree, but I guess the thing about it that's kind of crazy is like I'm a nigga and I talk to niggas. You know what I'm saying? I see the other side because I work with them. But the thing I see amongst the niggas is like it's a growing sense of like, yo, something coming. I got you. Like I get more head nods now, like back and forth every day than I used to. Like niggas is looking at me like, yo, stay strong, my brother, it's coming. You know what I mean? I feel that shit. Like niggas be looking at you in your eye with intensity. Like, yeah, nigga, you know what I mean? So it's like
you're,
I
you're
feel
starting
it.
to feel
It's brimming.
starting to feel like a stronger sense of community.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Or just like what's that word? Uniformity. You know what I mean? It ain't like she ratchet, I'm this, he that, I'm that. It's more like, yo, we in this together and this shit about to get crazy. You feel me? Like, and it's what like it's one of them shits like on some like animals, like on some animal shit. It's just like it's
some
instinct. You
Thunderdome
feel
shit.
me? But I just see that, and it makes me feel great. Like all the black folks I see at work, and then I work in an environment that's like predominantly black women, but like it's just so much goddamn pride. I love that shit in the face of the shit we live in, because I live in the South. I don't know about you niggas. I live in the South. Shit.
Mm.
Trump country. You feel me? A lot of MAGA hats. They wear them at Applebee's, nigga. they at Olive Garden, goddamn with the MAGA on. You feel me? And don't go to Walmart. Shit. You feel me?
I can't imagine a white Walmart. I'm in California, but there's no such thing as a white Walmart. If they're white, they shop at Target. Target is.
Oh man, don't come to Charlotte. Yo, y'all ain't never have a situation where, let's say you go to like Target or Walmart after work, and you in Target, and because you have on a goddamn red shirt and some khakis, the bitch asks you, can you tell her where to find such and such? You like, motherfucker, like in your mind, I just got off work. Why am I having this conversation with you? I don't work here. I even got my shirt tucked in. You feel me? I got my headphones in. You're bothering me right now. Like, in my mind, this is low-key rape. This is low-key rape right now. You raping my time. I just got off work. I'm depressurizing. You raping my fucking time. You kidding me? Fuck out of here. But you gotta put on a nice face and be like, ma'am, I don't work here, but I think the women's clothing is in the women's clothing section. And you just point somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, just get away from me right now, because like you fucking up my vibe. That's what Trump did to America. He fucked up the vibe, you know what I mean? Think about that shit. Yo, Trump is Marlo from The Wire. Yo, think about that. Trump is Marlo from The Wire. Make that the title, goddammit. Trump is Marlo from the fucking Wire. Tell me I'm wrong.
Who would you like to see from the Democratic field get the nomination?
Me personally, I'm rocking with E. Warren. You feel me? I like the cut of her jib.
That's a real good pick.
She won me over. You know what I mean? I've been paying attention to her, and like the solidification for me is like my sister asked me about her.
You think she has a chance?
I don't think any of them have a real chance, but I would like to see Warren get her shot. I'd vote for her. I wouldn't vote for any of the other Dems. So that's just where I'm at with it.
I'm with you there. Like, I mean, of course, if it comes down to it, if he's still, up to be voted for, I'm gonna vote for whatever Dem is representing. But at the end of the day, I like that I got a plan shit. Like, I like you ever have like a chick, right? You don't like her, like when you're dealing with her. You know what I'm saying? But she be right all the time. Like, that's the chick you fuck with. Like, if a chick got a plan, nigga, like, real, no, that's a real talk. When you fucking with a chick that always got a plan for shit, like, baby, damn, you know what I mean? I've been off work. I ain't been going to work. You know what I mean? The rent dude, the light dude, and she be like, baby, don't worry, I got this. Like, and she always figures it out. Like, you need that motherfucker in charge. You kidding me?
That's real smart. Yeah, I fuck with Warren. She's the only one on that side that I fuck with. I don't know why it's taking so long for the DNC to get fully behind her. I'm afraid it's going to be Joey B.
So you think
How does everybody feel about Joe Biden? Just like if you had one word, just off the top of your head, if I say Joe Biden, what's the first thing you think? Just collectively
Hungary.
around the room, everybody just share their word.
Freaky. Freaky.
Jokes. I think it'll be jokes. It'll be entertaining to watch him debate Trump and the campaign, but it's not serious. Not serious.
Yeah, that nigga's creepy, bro.
Yeah.
I can't have a creepy president. You know what I'm saying?
That racist vibe.
Yeah, like you always got to put your hands in there. It's not even like this old women, like little kids and the shit. You hugging up like, bruh, you Jared from Subway, and you was the vice president. You kidding me? Come on, slime. And they giving R. Kelly a hard time though, huh?
This guy's trying to be
Like in the videos and the
Yo.
images I've seen, the women are so visibly uncomfortable. If he gets the nod, I think he'll be destroyed. I think he'll just be destroyed.
Yo, I got a quick sidebar. I just want to say it before I forget it. What if Trump pardons R. Kelly?
You wow.
No, I'm saying they earned the black vote. You know what I'm saying? Like, what if he's like, yo, this
That
will
wouldn't earn the black.
do well with the blacks?
I don't think there's anything Trump could do to earn the black vote.
Yo, his percentage of the black voters went up from 8% to 12%.
Well, that's because unemployment is so low. Like black unemployment's at historic lows. You got to get at least a little soft pat on the back for that.
Hey, you know, Trump.
But what that means is somebody in your family low key is voting for Trump. Just don't at the family reunion or something. Don't forget that.
Nah, I don't think
It went up from 8% to 12%.
Like, I think blacks, unfortunately, are more likely just to not vote at all. But you could argue that not voting is a vote for Trump. So, what it is. Actually, casting a vote for Trump? Nah.
So then let me ask this. Like, I guess this is a real question. Like, no matter if it's Trump or, you know, whatever Democrat you want to be in that position, how does the next president like do their job after Trump? Like that's like Obama had a hard shit dealing with the bullshit. You feel me? Shout out to W. You meant well. You know what I mean? But how you clean up after Trump?
Honestly, I don't think Trump's created that big a mess. I think it's all just like image. It's all perception. He's kind of tarnished the office. But as far as like policy, there's not really much repair to do. The tax cuts will expire, and other than that, I mean, you're going to obviously not even talk about a wall anymore once he's gone. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad.
So then let me retort. I'm gonna bring it back to the wire. My name is my name. Who said that? My name is my name. Who said that? Or just say you ain't never seen The Wire.
Marlon.
And who is Marlo in real life? Fucking Trump. God damn it. That nigga killed a motherfucking goddamn security guard at the goddamn local CVS store. This nigga got a family. You feel me? And Trump understands how to drive that out of people. That feeling to do that. You think it's one way, but it's the other way. You feel me? Fuck facts, fuck reality, fuck what's real. It's the other way. No, that's not like, that's real talk. He's figured out how to get people to moonwalk to that shit. And they ain't breaking out of that shit.
Yeah, but that's not something you gotta undo. Trump hasn't really crafted any policy. He hasn't really done a whole lot of anything. He's been really ineffective, to be honest.
I mean, you're not really factoring in all the regulations rolled back, all the executive orders that didn't get news coverage. You know what I'm saying? But outside of all of that, like, just in terms of the overall soul of the country, you kidding me? That shit's mad different. That's how he won. He made America better.
I
He made America bitter. That shit crazy.
I think
He's
it's
still the
always
best
been like
country in the
this.
world.
I think it's always been like this, and Trump just made them feel like it was okay.
Okay, but nobody else was able to do that. W couldn't, and that nigga had 9/11. Come on, man. Trump
I mean,
isn't.
that's a
He's
different
great
thing,
at
though,
what he
man.
did. But that's my
Like,
point. Think about it. My point with me bringing that up is even with something as powerful and something that brought everybody together the way that 9/11 did, even though I still went to Best Buy and bought goddamn the blueprint along with 4 or 5 of my homies. At the end of the day, there used to still be a certain understanding of like, damn,
professionalism.
I'm American. I mean, not even professionalism, like just patriotism in the real form. I got grievances against this country, but I'm still proud to be an American. You feel me? My pops goddamn been 22 years in the Navy. Like, this country gave me my whole life. Why would I not be appreciative? But we still got some shit we got to talk about. You got to get donkey here today for about 200 years, 400 years. But at the end of the day, like, as long as we can work together towards that, I'm cool. What Trump did is made people that goddamn was losing because of decisions they made. The same shit that niggas deal with every day, but we still find a way to persevere. He made it seem like, oh, it's these Mexicans' fault. And then in their minds, well, if it's the Mexicans, it's the niggas too. And these chinks. Like, hate don't take long to fester. And that's what I hate. You ever, like, have to have a conversation with someone about something, and then they finally get it, and you was like, damn, that took a long time to tell you something basic. You feel me? But such is life. Such is life.
Mm,
Such is life.
mm, hmm. That's a good point. Yeah, I think the
How
next president
powerful
should be
do you
fine.
feel propaganda could be?
Extremely powerful.
I
Extremely.
mean, we're seeing it right now. I mean, most people don't
Yeah.
follow the news. They just follow sound bites, man.
Hey, we all seem like a really smart collective of individuals. So I have an idea, and I'm high right now. Full disclosure, but it just sounds like a great idea. I want to see if we're able to pump a fake story that grows legs. Like real talk.
I can't
I've always
imagine
wanted to
it'd be
do a
that hard.
social. I don't know. That's why I wanted to run it around the room. You know what I'm saying?
I think I heard.
Because what would it be?
You wanna like a hmm. You mean like a crime or like what kind of like what are we talking about here?
No,
Actually, you know
political.
what?
Like, what
We
if
should be talking
we?
about it right now. We should talk about that offline.
All right, no doubt. Because I actually know exactly. No. I exactly know what the foil would be, and you know what? It involves 45. So you're right. You know what I mean? Say no more.
Just there. I don't think it should be anything that slanders the president in any way
Yeah.
or any
No.
government official. I love
Hold
America.
on. What if it involves the president though,
Hey, listen, man.
or
I don't know.
someone
Listen,
surrounding the
I have
president?
no part. I have no part of that. Holler at me offline.
All right, so I'm gonna say,
Talk about it.
I'm gonna
We can
say,
talk about it.
no, I'm not gonna say anything that's gonna get goddamn the Secret Service goddamn knocking on the door. You know what I mean? But like for y'all, what did y'all really feel when you heard Trump? Like, Trump's been Trump. But the more I hear him talk, the more I realize, like, you ever meet that old person and they just always talk about the same thing all the time. And you get to the point where you get tired of pointing out, like, you told me that story before. You told me that story before. You told me that story before. You just get to the point where, like, you just go through the movements. That's where you got the Republican Party. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because you... No, you got it.
I don't think that's I don't think that's accurate. I think that's just politics. I think you can make the same case against anyone in politics. You could say Sanders keeps talking about health care and minimum wage. I heard that before. I heard how much CEOs make. I've heard that before. I've heard they can't afford rent and to eat and to go out. I've heard that before. You can make the same case against anybody. It's just
Yeah.
how politics work. You can keep hitting people over the head with the same points so that it sticks. It's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a difference between talking points and tropes. You know what I mean? There's a difference between I'm going to hammer this messaging home as opposed to I have some ticks that I do when real life happens and I'm talking. You know what I mean? There's a
Well, there is
difference. You know what I mean? There's a nuance. You feel me?
not in Trump's mind. But yeah, no,
Like,
I hear what you're
he,
saying. He's
oh,
probably
you got it.
feels on the defensive, so he probably feels on the defensive so much, and that's where he feels safe. That's where he feels comfortable.
Yeah, but can you ever win a war from a position of weakness? Every move is
Mm.
reeking of desperation to varying degrees. You know what I mean? Like, hell no. Like, you ever met somebody that they won, but they can't accept it, so they still mad at some shit, and you like, nigga, you good. Fuck could you be mad about? And they still like fighting a demon you can't see. That's our
Right.
president. Bless his heart. You know what I mean? But the country shouldn't suffer for that. Come on, man.
Mm. Well, granted that you you understand that just because they impeach him doesn't mean he's going away. He's probably unless the Senate turns on him, it isn't going anywhere.
I mean, because what wasn't Bill Clinton impeached? I mean, I was a kid when this
Right.
happened. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he
He
was
stayed.
impeached, but the Senate didn't affirm it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
the
no
point.
Republicans.
Like, here's the fucking. Are you? But here the zero sum game. They can do an impeachment inquiry, make them shits public, televise them shits, and don't ever bring it to an actual impeachment vote for affirmation in the Senate. Do the fucking hearing. Then you get all the fucking full powers of the Congress. So all them
You
shit
just want
about them
Trump.
not wanting to give documents. Oh, go ahead, fam.
You just want Trump kind of filleted, just kind of flayed open. You just want him blasted
I
in
mean,
the
I'll
most
be
extreme
honest.
way.
And everything I said in the last 38 seconds, I ain't mentioned the word Trump once. I was talking about the Democrats, respectfully. And I'm just keeping it a buck.
Yeah, I think as far as
No,
these
hold
people,
on. What brought you to like make that comment though? Well, where did
the
you hear Trump?
impeachment. Anytime I hear impeachment, I think of the president. That's just me.
Hey, that's good messaging somewhere. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? Keep that up. Spread the word. Keep that going. Tell a friend. God damn it. Share that. You know what I mean? Gift that. Hey, my bad. Go ahead,
Nah, I mean,
fam.
personally, I enjoy seeing Nancy Pelosi get flack. So I mean, no matter regardless of what happens, I'm okay with it. Whether they don't impeach, where they flame Nancy, do impeach and it fails. I mean, I just really
All I'm
don't.
saying is,
Go ahead.
no, go ahead and finish your breakfast. My bad.
I don't know necessarily if Dems will gain what they think they'll gain with the failed impeachment.
I mean, because
I
them's
think
are
it allows
pussies.
Trump to
You know what I'm
play.
saying?
Yeah, but I think it allows Trump to play victim. They had these trumped up charges. The investigation fell flat. Now they're trying to impeach me. That fell flat. Like
What?
it looks like a
How,
ghost town.
what? Whoa. How did the investigation fall flat? You
No
forgot about the
indictment.
12 to
There,
14
there, there,
referrals that are
yeah,
still
but there's no
sealed.
indictment.
Uh,
No indictment.
there were no indictments. You mean against Trump?
Yes, like it's the only person that
There's
matters.
all there's an OLC opinion that is the reason that he wasn't indicted. You kidding me? Did you see the letter with the over 1,000 former federal prosecutors, bipartisan? Did you see that?
Yeah,
Uh,
and that's
uh,
cute, but there's no indictment.
hold on, facts are cute now. That's what we doing. Facts are cute. Facts used to be facts. You know what I mean?
if
Men
it's
lie,
not
women
enough,
lie,
if
numbers
it's
don't. Now
never,
facts are cute. Really? Okay.
it
I mean,
obviously
if the
hasn't been
game
enough.
changing,
No, yeah, it obviously hasn't been enough to make Nancy and Top Dems feel as though they should impeach. It obviously weighs more to us or you than it
nah.
does
All
to the
Nancy's
people
doing,
in the know.
all Nancy's doing right now is she's kicking the chair. The niggas, she done gave the nigga the rope. He hanging himself. She just kicked the chair. Yesterday was him kicking the. He kicked the chair out under himself. He can't help
He does
himself.
that
He's one of
often.
them
He does
liars.
that often.
He's the worst liar. He's the worst liar you can never deal with. Because if you press him, then they tell the truth.
Yeah,
Like,
Trump,
don't.
no arguments
Come
there.
on.
No arguments there. Trump is his own worst enemy. His advisors should be telling him one thing and one thing only is just shut up. Don't say anything.
But doesn't that boggle your mind? Someone that you know is mentally weak, that if you was in their physical presence, you could fucking alpha up on them easily. This nigga's the leader of the free world and has a whole fucking party that was ready to go about the ruckus with Obama. He got them under his thumb. That don't befuddle nobody.
That's where
Damn,
American
beloved.
politics are. That's where American politics are. It's just
It's
partisanship.
always been that way, man.
But it's sad.
I don't. I think it's more extreme now. I think the country's more divided now than ever before. Save early
Um,
1800s
I
and shit.
need
But
you. I don't think you want anybody else to hear this.
Okay.
ooh, impeach Trump. God, I hope they impeach.
Oh shit, you left?
Something came up.
All right.
That's about an hour though. Anyway, we'll go ahead and call
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Straight, straight.